All right, last thing that I want to go through today is how to figure out the percentages of each mineral in the rocks, right? So again, if we're working with this section all the way towards the left, the first step in doing this and figuring out the percentages of each mineral is actually drawing a line straight through the middle. So like all of these rocks, pegmatite, granite, rhyolite, vesicular rhyolite, all the way up to pumice, right, have the same minerals, contain the same minerals. And this is roughly the percentages. So the way we figure out what percent of each of these rocks here is made up of potassium feldspar, what percent is made out of quartz, is we do the following. So you see how these are all going up by 5%. What we do is we mark off the bottom and top of each of these minerals, bottom, top, and then we estimate using this as kind of a gauge to figure out the percentages. So from the bottom to the top, for where it says potassium feldspar, we mark off, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, about 20% of all of these rocks, right? Sorry, that is not correct. These rocks have about 20% potassium feldspar inside of them. Now, when dealing with quartz, same thing. We're going to estimate using these, eyeballing these increments that are here on the side. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, well, about 35%. Okay, maybe 40. Moving on, let's actually change the color here, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe 20. 20% is plagioclase feldspar, and there's definitely going to be less for biotite. 5, 10, 10% biotite, and then 5, 10% amphibole. If we were going to add up these percentages, they should be at 100, but of course we know that I'm not perfect. So let's see, 20 plus 35 plus 20 plus 10 plus 10. Well, 5, no carrying. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 95. I was 5% off. So maybe this 35 is actually 40. But roughly, it's pretty accurate, right? It's pretty accurate. You could do the same thing for, right, this section of rocks and figure out, of course, what's their composition of minerals. You could do the same thing for this section. The one all the way to the left is super easy, dunite, right? Dunite is 100% olivine. So actually I should have done that in green because olivine is a green mineral. So dunite is always going to be green. This is tricky to do, tricky to be accurate. As long as you have a rough idea of the percentages of each mineral, you should be fine.